thank God for family. If you have a good family, if you have a good family, you are blessed. My parents saw me turning into a religious fanatic, trying to give up on my love for fashion and glamour because I was preached to that those things were worldly, satanic, and the root cause of my troubles. I developed serious anxiety disorder. The story is long. But do you know something and even more depressing? Despite all the prayers and spiritual activities, nothing really changed. It was from frying pan to fire. I was gripped with fear, stuck in a cycle. Most of these things I started hearing from school, church, or the playground when I was young, and they followed me into adulthood. My parents took it upon themselves to save me from myself. I underwent thorough treatment for anxiety disorder and I got better, but the demons were still there. What I needed was a total transformation from my innermost being to be free from the lies the enemy had constantly presented to me, which I believed, kept focusing on, and kept speaking about until they eventually became my reality. I kept hearing scary stories about Ndemiri, water spirits, and how they were wicked and could frustrate my life. I heard that the things plaguing me were from my father's side and that I needed to appease those gods so they would leave me alone or find a strong man of God to deliver me. I heard these things literally every day. They molded me and made a total wreck of me. But do you know what? All those times I cried and prayed and asked God to help me, even when it seemed like he was deaf to my worries or far away from me. He was actually with me all along. Sometimes we go through life's challenges so we can save others from repeating the same pattern. So we can help others break generational cycles, which can only be done through knowledge of who they are, breaking free from fear, and not through some mind-boggling, tedious religious activities, or even succumbing to fear. I tell you what, the devil's biggest tool is fear. Our minds play a huge role in the outcomes of our lives. Some people say it's not a mind thing, Joe. Better go settle your Ndimiri or your Chi, which means deity, so they will stop plaguing you. They claim your suffering is because you have a call to serve those deities, and if you keep disobeying, they will keep making your life a living hell. These scary stories, repeated daily, take root in your mind. Fear takes over, and you start believing and voicing these lies. Slowly, they begin to manifest in your life. Every small or big misfortune, whatever the case might be, that happens to you, takes your mind back to those words you have heard. Fear sets in. That is how it begins. And you start thinking that probably what is happening to you is because of the things you were told. You go for deliverance at the church. No result. From frying pan to fire. You decide to serve your so-called chi. Still, no peace. You give up your fashion sense and engage in numerous religious activities, yet nothing changes. And you sit there and tell me it is not about the mind. My brother, my sister, do not be deceived. It is surely about the mind. The root factor, the foundation of your numerous problems, has not been tackled, and until it is, you will continue to be miserable. Pass that misery down to the next generation, and the cycle continues. What you need is knowledge. Deliverance is preached and not conducted. Why do you think the Bible says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge"? Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. By the way, this is not to criticize traditional worshippers. Everyone has freedom of worship. Remember our mantra for the year. Have you forgotten? It says, dream more. Your dreams are valid. No matter what, do not give up on your dreams. Complain less. Quit complaining. It never gets us anywhere. Listen more. Learn to listen instead of you being the one to always talk. Talk less. Love more. Love is a beautiful thing. Don't you think so? Argue less. Fear less. This year, it's about kicking fear in the butt. Look it eyeball to eyeball and say to fear, you've got nothing to do. The game is over. Yes, we've got to live a life free of fear. Hope more. Keep hoping. Don't stop hoping. Oh, relax more. Learn to relax. Do those things that gives you pleasure. Get a hobby. Do something that will at least take your mind away from your worries. Worry less. The more you worry, the more you compound your problems. Believe more. Doubt less. You can't be praying and be doubting at the same time. God works where there is faith. Give him a chance in it. Have faith. Play more. Play. 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 It's not a child's thing to play. Adults play too. That's why I said find a hobby. Try and do something that makes you happy. But while it's making you happy, make sure that the people around you are not in some way put in distress because of what makes you happy. Work less. Nobody said you shouldn't work, right? Keep working, but sometimes just give yourself a break. Keep being dauntless and stay the course. My name still remains Ogechukwu Rose Ann Enekwe, the Dauntless Duchess.